Hi everyone, it's Paul from Lany, and I'm ready to answer some questions of keeping track. Look, I'm the same guy, and we're the same band. But you know what? I was thinking, any great band has this sort of geographical identity, right? Like you think of U2, and then you think of Ireland, you think of Oasis, and you think of Manchester, and the Beatles, you think of Liverpool. And it's just something that we haven't talked about too much in this band so far is like where we're from. And we're from the middle of nowhere, man. And we're from absolutely nothing. Um, I'm from Oklahoma, Jake's from Arkansas, Les is from Missouri. It's a very, to be honest, not a cool place to be from. And, I think a lot of the world can relate to that. Most of us aren't from LA. Most of us aren't from New York City or Sao Paulo or wherever, but a lot of us are from these rural areas or these not very cool places to be from. And I think that's what makes it cool, right? Is to be okay with that and to talk about it and to lean into it. You know what? There's not a lot of sad songs on this album, which is cool, and I'm really happy about, especially just after how sad this year has been for everybody. Clearly, I had no idea, and I'm sure you had no idea what 2020 was going to look like and what we were walking into. And I didn't write any of these songs in 2020. We wrote this entire album last year. And I'm just glad that there's a lot of positivity on this album. A lot of really sweet love songs, man. And like I said, songs for our parents and things like that. So I think that's, because Malibu Nights was such a breakup album, it was just 9 songs of what it feels like to be broken up with. And that was cool, but you know what? The world is really broken right now, and it could just use some healing and some positivity. So I'm thankful that that's what this album feels like. I don't think that any artists, as far as the artists that inspire me, I don't think that that's changed. One thing that was just cool for us, and speaking on Good Guys, we're big Casey Musgraves fans, like we've always been, and I just think her songwriting's so incredible. And then Golden Hour, she just executed it perfectly, and she won a Grammy for it, and that was such a good moment for me as a music fan. I thought that was the greatest win of the year. So deserving. And there's a guy named Ian Fitchuk who wrote and produced that whole album, and we actually wrote Good Guys with him, and that was just a big moment for us as a band to just be in the room with him, to know that he wanted to be in the room with us and was committed to writing a great song with us. And that was just a real big moment. It meant a lot to me personally. So this is the first time we've ever played acoustic guitar in a Lany song. And I mean, that bridge is one of the loudest acoustic guitars I've ever heard in a song. So that was really cool for us to just do that. I do think the bridge is incredibly special. Kind of singing the whole song with your whole chest, and then getting to the bridge and becoming more delicate was really stunning. I love the outro. The outro is, we kind of stripped the whole thing away, and the outro of Good Guys is me on a piano, and then it's actually there's a microphone on the piano, so I played the piano, and then I went to the back corner of the studio, and I just sang, and the microphone on the piano picked up my voice. So it sounds like I'm really distant, at the end of the song. It's because I'm singing probably 20 yards or 60 feet away from the microphone. The next song that's coming out is this song called "If This Is the Last Time," and it was the first song we wrote in Nashville, literally day one for this album. And it's about saying goodbye to your parents. Like, my parents are still alive, thankfully. We wrote a song about what that would look like without them, and so that was a beautiful moment to just go straight to Nashville and day one write such a powerful and meaningful song. It really set the tone for the next 2 weeks, and honestly, it really kind of informed the rest of the album and gave us a real clear direction of where we were taking it. Well, we're still the same band, and we're still the same three guys, but we are growing and we're progressing, we're evolving, we're learning, we're changing. I guess I would want people to see us the same, but love us more and appreciate us more. We work really, really hard, man, and we're only in this band because we love making music. Like whatever sort of fame or notoriety that's just a byproduct. We didn't start this band to be famous, we just did it because we love it. And my hope is that people would listen to the album and just fall in love more with the band and what we're doing. But ultimately, man, I just hope that people listen to the album and it elevates their life experience. I think when I think back to all my past experiences with music and bands that I love, when I was listening to good music, it just made my day better. It made my experience better. It made my drive to school better. It made my hangouts with my friends better. It made my kisses with the girl that I liked better. You know what I mean? It made everything better. And I really that's all I really want to do is just try to make things better for people, I guess. Because I know that it'll be such a cool reveal moment when we show all of the album and the title tracks and stuff. But I'll go ahead and speak on it. There's a song called "Cowboy in LA" that I think is probably, there's a few songs on this album, that I think are maybe the best songs I've ever written. There's a song, "Cowboy in LA." There's a song called "I Still Talk to Jesus," which is, it's a really beautiful song. It's like, hey, I do all this stuff in life that is bad, and you might not believe it, but I still talk to Jesus. This next song coming up about our mom and dads is, I think, a huge turning point and a pivotal moment for us as a band. If I'm allowed to say it, I just think this is our best album yet. Honestly, we wouldn't put it out if it wasn't, so that's how we feel about it. I think we're looking at, don't quote me on this because every day changes, and we're battling a virus that no one seems to know anything about. But I think we're looking around middle, late September. You know what? At university, I had a Brazilian roommate. He's from Sao Paulo, and his name's Wesley. And I've always just loved your culture, and I've loved your people, and we are incredibly passionate about South America in general. You guys have such an appreciation for not only music but bands, and that's really cool. And it encourages me to hear you say we have such a large fan base, because we just haven't been able to spend much time in your country yet at all. We were so thrilled to be there and to play Lala, and we got to play 1.5 songs, and somebody just came in on my ear and was like, "You got to get off the stage, the weather's getting insane." And it was heartbreaking, especially just sitting at our hotel for 3 days waiting to play Lala and not being able to. But Look, man, everything happens for a reason, and we're so excited to come back. Like like we are incredibly passionate about your country and South America. Just we're really dying to get back, honestly. Hello, Brazilian fans. Obrigado for listening to our music. Ci amo. We can't wait to see you. Hang in there. It's going to be okay. Stay positive. Check in on your friends and family. Love you a lot. We'll see you soon.